Hi everyone, it's Melinda Kitto here, and I wanted to talk to you today just briefly about dream boards. So a lot of you might have heard about the concept of having a dream board, and if you're not familiar with it, a dream board is basically a collection of images, words, phrases, pictures, things that represent what you want to have in your life. And that might be things like the type of house you want to live in, the type of car that you want to drive, the type of person that you want to be, accomplishments that you want to achieve in your life. So I've got my dream board here. I'm just in my office. So this sits right above my desk, and this includes all of the things that I want to be able to attract into my life. So I've got things like experiences that I want to have, getting to a footy grand final. I've got income goals. I've got goals regarding Facebook and my blog, my family, being fit and healthy, that kind of thing. But then also just some other small things that I want to be able to attract into my life, you know, the splurges that you want to be able to purchase when you hit those income goals. So that's my dream board. But I want to actually challenge you and ask you, this is actually designed to be a motivator. It's designed for me to look up and go, yeah, that's the life that I want to create, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But for some people, this kind of dream board can actually be more of a source of frustration and angst than it is motivation, because this represents everything that you don't have. This represents a map of where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to achieve. But that can actually draw attention, subconsciously at least, that what you have already isn't enough. We want all of this stuff in our life, but if we're always striving for this, if we're always living in dreamland, then maybe we're not actually stopping and going, you know, it can make you feel like what you have already isn't enough. So I love the concept of dream boards, and I think it's a really important piece to have. But I want to introduce you to something that you might not have seen before. And this is a second board that I have, and this is what I call my reality board. And this is something that I did recently, and to be honest, I did it so that I would have an action from this, because if things were always going to stay on my dream board, they were always going to stay in my dreams. So I wanted somewhere to be able to put those dreams once I made them a reality. So I came up with this reality board, and so this is images of my life now. So when I started looking at this, I was like, okay, well, what am I grateful for? What am I really happy to have in my life right now? And so there's images up there of my family. So my husband and my kids, my extended family on both sides, some of my best girlfriends, my support friends, travel that we've done, where we live, our house, the area that we live in. And it was really interesting that when I started printing out these images, I kind of figured that it would probably take up maybe half of the board, and then I would have room to start filling my reality with all of these dreams that I'm trying to create. But will you look at that? That was my first attempt at this, and the board is full. The board is full of amazing things that I already have in my life that I can be really grateful for. So that was a powerful exercise just in itself. Like, this is the life that I want to be able to create for myself. But I want you to know it's not actually replacing anything on here. It's just adding to it and enhancing it. So this became my space of gratitude and being thankful for what I already have. And now it also gives me that action step. So things aren't going to just stay over here in dreamland. I'm going to be able to actually put them as part of my reality, which is really exciting. And that's more of a motivator, to be able to switch things from one board to the other. And just interestingly, this little item here, this is one that just over the weekend I was actually able to transfer from board to board, and that was a hugely powerful experience. It's not necessarily a woohoo big achievement, but it's something that my husband always knew that I wanted. He knew that it was on my dream board, and he bought it for me for my birthday. So it doesn't matter how it becomes part of your reality, but that was such a really powerful example of being able to go, this is what I want to create and attract into my life, and then being able to bring it into part of your reality, which, let's face it, is pretty bloody amazing already. And that exercise of creating that reality board helped me to realize that I still have goals and I still have aspirations and I still want to be able to create the life of my dreams, but I'm not going to forget that along the way I still need to be thankful and have gratitude for what I have been able to create, and know that this is enough. And this is just the icing on the cake. So I'd really encourage you to have a look at what your reality looks like and start to be really thankful for that. And make sure that you leave some room to be able to bring those dreams across. And you know what's really exciting? There's now a couple of holes on my dream board from things that I've been able to bring into my reality, but that just leaves space for more dreaming, and that's really exciting. So I hope you like that idea, guys, and take it on board. Let me know, give me some feedback if it's something that you'd like to try yourself or if you've done it already, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.